Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Azuricast. I'm your host, Bijou.
I'm your host, Thundawave.
And I'm your host, Vayatir.
And our guests today are the guy who tried to eat a sock.
It was such a delicious sock. Hello everyone. My name is Curry. My username is also Curry because I'm the most original person in the planet.
And we also have the guy who has a mafia move named after him.
Hello, I'm Gavin, also known as Gavin.
You guys have the simplest usernames.
Yeah, you guys need some creativity in your lives.
Yeah, I could sympathize with them because remember the good old days of Katie Christian 1-2, so yeah.
So,
You're in that...
two orders of business first before we start. One, Mark actually didn't get fired. Unfortunately, people love him too much. And two, this is actually not the real Azuricast 7.
No, care to explain what happened to it?
Yep.
And you know why? Because I screwed up and didn't record the other one.
Rip.
Well done.
Good job.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened to that last episode, but hope you enjoyed this one.
Alright.
We're the backup team.
Don't worry, you guys are special. Anyway,
Yeah, you're special,
so
right?
first thing, for Pokemon Sun and Moon, what's your favorite new Pokemon or Alolan Pokemon that was introduced in these games?
No idea, not played it.
Play
Mark
it.
still hasn't played it.
So I've only played. I only just finished the first island like yesterday because you guys told me I was gonna do this. So I was like, okay, I better go play Pokemon. So I finished the first island. I'm gonna be super uncreative and say the Alolan Vulpix, mainly because I just love the design and I haven't gotten far enough into the new version to actually like a new Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay.
No, for me, it's probably Raichu.
Alolan Raichu?
Yeah, because it's the one that saved my ass the most.
Like, the first time you see Hal's Alolan Raichu, and it wrecks your team, you're just like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was psychic until after about 3 or 4 hours.
Nice. What about you, Katie?
My favorite would have to be Mimikyu, either Mimikyu or Primarina. What sold me on Mimikyu was that Mimikyu's song that Japan released. And since then I was like, Mimikyu's way too cute and I just love it to death and I want to hug it and cuddle it and make sure it never stays lonely ever. So I just love Mimikyu. And then I also really like Primarina. I like the Litten line a lot, but when I played my most recent playthrough of Sun, Primarina is just very strong and so useful and I just love it to death and it's one of my most favorite. Well, it's not my most favorite starter, but it's probably in the top 5 most favorite starters ever. So I guess I would have to pick those two because I can't just pick one.
Yeah,
I suck.
Primarina is great. So I think this was a question that got asked me in my AMA. Guys, you should ask me questions, please. And my answer was Serena. So first of all, I really liked how it looked when it was released. And then, when the stats got leaked, I was like, oh, hey, it doesn't have, the worst speed in the world, and it has good attack. Then I got worried because, it doesn't learn a lot of physical grass-type moves, like, hello, Leaf Storm, what is it doing there? But then I realized that, it learns Trop Kick upon evolution, and that's gotten me through a lot. And, Teeter Dance has saved my life many times. So, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, basically whenever I play Pokemon, since I don't look at the spoilers most of the time, and I just go in blind, which I really like doing. I usually end up just making my team Gen 1 Pokemon because of the ones I know and know the typing of. And I face the new ones and I'm like, what are all these typings?
Yeah.
I'm still not even used to Fairy being in the game.
I'm not either.
Alright, so besides that, if you haven't patched your game to version 1.1, do it now. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to play online. It's basically like a few glitch fixes with, say, the Rocky helmet, or basically like trying to figure out who should be the winner of what battle when like both Pokemon die at the same time.
Yeah.
And next up, there's a second chance at getting that event Genesect for XY and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. If you enter the code Genesect20 in North America or Genesect 2016 in the PAL region, only if you missed getting Genesect the first time, you can get your Genesect and be happy, but only until February 28th.
I should probably find my X and do that since I haven't played most of X either. I've really fallen out of Pokemon. I'm learning from the new game.
Basically, after completing the Looker side quests, I was done with X.
For me, since I'm a huge completionist about everything, Pokemon X and Y is when I was like, you know what? I want every single Pokemon ever, so like I have a living dex of the first 6 generations. It took like forever to do, but at least I never had to worry about completing a national dex again, so yep.
Also, between the time of last episode and now, Pokemon Duel has been released. It's a competitive mobile strategy game where you like try to make your Pokemon reach the enemy's goal, like the other side of the map, while trying to stop the enemy from reaching yours.
Yeah, so I played it the other day. I didn't like it like at all. It doesn't feel like a Pokemon game to me. It's basically, like you said, it's a strategy game. It's like it's got like one map, and it feels very pay to win because you have to buy boosters to get like the better Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a free it's, to quote Southpark, it's like a freemium game.
Why play Duel when you can play Fire Emblem Heroes instead?
Yeah, I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes, so I've been more Team that than Team Duel. I haven't downloaded Duel yet, so as soon as I heard Fire Emblem came out on the phone, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go download that now. So, yeah, it's fun. It's easy, but it's fun, so...
They
basically do the same thing, but Heroes is just a better game.
Yeah.
Like, the thing with Duel, though, was, like, when you were playing like, the map, and you ran into each other, like, you would do your battle, but it wouldn't really be like a battle. It's just like, it was literally RNG, like, you spin a wheel and they spin a wheel, and whoever had the higher number won the battle.
I know that, like, Chris has spent a lot of money on Fire Emblem Heroes already.
I don't know how he did that, because apparently he spent, like, at least 100 to or more just to get Lynn, so I was like, why?
Someone has money to burn.
Yeah,
Teenagers,
like,
how they spend their money.
I can't do that.
But he's not even a teenager anymore. He's 20.
Oh, same difference, really.
So, it's just past... That's a teenager.
Though, like, Ravy really loves Pokemon Duel.
That's because Raven doesn't play anything that isn't Pokemon or Star Wars, let's be real here.
Ouch.
Am I wrong?
Shots fired.
Dude, there's Zelda too. Okay, I was
Ouch.
wrong. Apart from those 3, nothing.
He hasn't played Sun and Moon yet. He hasn't even bought it.
How is Mark the admin? How is Mark the admin of a Pokemon forum that doesn't play Pokemon?
I wasn't aware that was a
I
requirement,
don't know.
Curry. Does it say anywhere in the moderator handbook, yes, play Pokemon Touch to be a moderator on this forum?
Yep,
No,
it should.
it doesn't.
But then that
'cause
would
I
mean
wrote
that
it.
Alex would be fired.
Actually, Katie wrote it, but, you know.
Anyway, now
We
that
all
the
like
Pokemon
Pokemon at
news
some
is
point,
covered,
so...
we can move on to forum things. So the most recent change that's happened so far is that we updated some of the studio rules. So instead of having only one thread allowed per person, like as a portfolio in the parent studio forum, you're now allowed to have one thread per medium. And we also added like a bunch of nifty little tags to help organize what kind of art you're trying to show. And secondly, we updated the spam rule in the Poke Casual clubs and the Chatterbox. So now, like, you're allowed to spam with short posts and some images, as long as it's not too terrible.
You mean like Gavin's Super Bowl post in Space Time Rift?
Gavin's just a spammer that we don't do anything about for some reason. I don't know why Gavin is allowed to exist on this forum.
Because I own you.
So,
What was that? Sorry, Gavin?
For what? Sorry? No, I was
No,
still talking.
convenient.
So, like, any comments on these rules and, like, where to move from here?
Well, like I didn't really see a lot of. Then again, I only read like Space Time Rift and like occasionally Southern Island. So I don't really see a lot of spam in the casual clubs. But that's just from the threads I read. I know you guys are mods, so you see a lot more than me. But I don't really know why it needed to be changed.
It's Katie and Regine who sees it all, really.
Well, yeah, Katie,
Funny
you
enough.
can
Well,
talk.
for me personally, I guess changing the rule to make it like a leader's discretion, in a way is a good thing because club leaders already have like want to create a certain environment for people to post in, and if club leaders want to have like a more casual environment and they trust their members enough to have that like leeway of just posting random gifts and all of that, then I guess it's all on them. For me personally, I don't mind people like posting like images and stuff as long as they have some sort of content. Maybe it's because I still have PTSD of my Team Elm becoming the internet toilet, so I kind of am kind of scared of going in that direction. But that's just me personally. But that's why I'm glad it's up to like the leader's discretion on whether or not what way they want their club to go. So I'm glad people are being able to make that own decision themselves. So yeah.
Surprisingly, in my own club, I'm rather lax on this. So like, I'm not forcing you guys to post at least 3 words or whatever because I don't know. You guys have a lot of fun, and you're mature enough to not have it devolve into the way it was back in 2012 when like the Space-Time Rift was getting mentioned once every few posts in the mod squad.
Yeah, and you weren't even moderating then to know about it. Essentially, back in 2012, 2011, the Space Time Rift was the toilet of the forums in terms of posting that went on in there. And at one point, ad administrators tried to have it closed down just because of how bad it was.
Wow. We made a comeback though.
Yes, because of Regine, basically, becoming a... and shall we say a benevolent overlord?
More like a dictator.
Yes, I was trying to be nice about Regine. We can go into like the actual reality of it if you prefer.
Oh, whatever. It's a better place now.
If you say so.
Now you get to watch Colin get mad about his job.
Oh my gosh. Curry, let's not throw so much shade on people who aren't in this podcast.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, now you get to watch me post my MS Paint photos.
And all the other crap that you post, Gavin.
Like that one with you biting Mark's head off.
Yes.
Gavin has the best posts on this forum. Every time Gavin posts, I'm just so excited to read it.
Yay, thank you.
I still can't get over that. Anyway, like, now for the studio thread limits. That one thread limit, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it here. That was kinda stupid. Because, like, I don't know. It's really bad for organization.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're someone like, say, Alexo, who does a wide variety of art forms.
Mm-hmm.
I just, besides people like Alexo, I don't really know a lot of people that do multiple forms of graphics, besides maybe Alex Ardent, because I know he does writing and graphics, but that's just me. I don't really pay attention to a lot of art that isn't graphics in terms of form art.
Artists are there to fill my requests, and that's all they're useful for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, like, Mark just, like, being mad in my thread all the time because he always misses when I get a request out.
Well, it's like Regine finishes a request and then has a new one like within 20 minutes.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Like, as I said before, for some people, like, you have to think of, what is it? It's usually around 10 p.m. EST. That's usually when I finish something, if I ever do something. But moving on, so we have some February-specific events. Katie, if you would like to advertise for us.
All right. Well, this month I proclaimed myself as the forum's Cupid, even though that is a male deity, so people can shut up. But we have 2 events going on this month. One being the love discgrams, and the other one just what I call talking about love. Love discgrams, basically, if you remember from like elementary school, and you got those little boxes, and you just get Valentines from like the random people in your class. That's basically what this is. You send me a private message sending whatever gift you want, whether it's a note, a Pokemon, a drawing, a graphics, or whatever. And basically, just something nice to whoever you want to send gifts to. It could be one person. If you have the time, it could be 50 people. As many as you want. It's similar to Secret Santa in a way, but basically instead of you getting one person at random, you get to choose who you send your Valentines to, and you get to choose how many you send them to. It's basically, I started this event as a way of making people within the forums feel loved and appreciated during this time of year that people just, it could be either a time of love or a time of you just feeling meh because it's just Valentine's Day and all that. So I just want people to feel loved when Valentine's Day comes around and they open their PM box to get a bunch of Valentines. The other one thing that I have is a thread called Talking About Love. It's basically similar to the Thanksgiving event where we just have random discussion topics in relation to love, admiration, passions, stuff like that. Just a wide variety of topics to just make us feel good about ourselves and just talk about something in a more, I guess, loving environment and whatnot.
Yay.
So I just like these Valentine's events just to make people feel loved and people just overall feel good.
Yes,
So, yeah.
spread the love.
Yeah, spread the love everywhere. That's what I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try not to feel like a terrible person and try to actually get some love discgrams out. Because
Yep.
last year I was like way too busy to make any love discgrams, and even though I'm busier now, I don't want to feel like crap again.
And if any of you guys are still interested in doing this, depending on when this comes out, I'll send the Valentines out on Valentine's Day. What time exactly, I don't really know because I work on Valentine's Day, which kind of sucks, but it'll be sent out on Valentine's Day, all of the love discgrams. So, yeah.
Yay.
Yay. And
Hope
I
you get lots
have
of lovely
another...
Sorry,
Yep.
Katie, go on.
Oh, you have a I was going to move on to the next thing, but if you have a comment about about you being loved, go ahead.
Oh yes, my comment was I'm hoping to get lots of lovely love discgrams this year. Make sure you send your love to me.
Yep.
Will you send
I
any
hope
back?
No,
I hope Jin sends him one.
Mark has no love to share.
it's about the receiving, not the giving.
You're not even going to send one to Alex?
I'll send something private to Alex, maybe.
But not through the love discgrams?
Regine, you don't understand. Some romances are just too private to share.
But it's through private message.
No, it's through Katie.
I mean, last year someone gave a love letter.
Yeah,
great for
someone
them.
actually did. Yeah, someone actually did profess their love for someone last year. So, which I found it to be really cute. Not gonna say who though, but yeah.
All right,
Any-
next thing.
Anyways, I also started another event. Look at me starting events left and right. Basically, it's a weekly game called Who's That Pokemon? Basically, every week I go look up the random Pokemon generator thing and pick out a Pokemon, and then I go to the DreamWorks gallery thingamabobber and look up that Pokemon, and then make a giant cropped zoom image of it, and you guys have to guess what it is. If you guys get it right, you get points, and if you earn enough points, you get like cool little title things. And I'm working on getting some prizes donated, so if you participate in the game enough and you rack up enough points, you would be getting some prizes in the future. Right now, Ren and I have talked about, Ren has made a badge for me, so I'll be handing out badges once people reach a certain amount of points. And then Michelle and I have talked about her giving away, we'll be giving away shiny Pokemon and graphics and stuff like that if people earn enough points by playing this game. So it's really worth it, and so far it's gotten really well received so far. I started the first round a couple of days ago, and my PM box has never been this busy. It's kind of terrifying.
Nice.
I would not pay attention for a few hours and come back with 7 p.m. So I'm like, oh my god, people, what is going on? So that's just been my last couple days.
How many people have gotten it right? Or is that confidential?
I can't remember. People have gotten it right. I just don't remember how many off the top of my head, because I'm having lots of people sending guesses, even people that I never really seen around the forums before, which is also kind of weird. But yeah, a good chunk of people have gotten the answer right, and a good chunk of people are still on their 5th or 6th or 7th or maybe even 8th guess. So it's kind of fun.
Can you take your PM and just put all 151 Pokemon, or however many there are now, I don't even know, and then just be like, I got it right somewhere in here?
On Sundays, I'll be giving out a random hint for the people that still are stuck. So yeah, and then every Tuesday I'll start a new round.
Yay.
So there's that. Come join the fun. You might win graphics, shiny Pokemon, badges, all that cool stuff. So yep.
I'm sorry I can't donate graphics at the moment. I'm swamped.
It's fine. My show already offered to donate graphics, so I'm fine.
Yee. Okay, so next order of business is the Overwatch Task Force. Mark?
Yes, that is my duty. Now, you see, my co-leader, Brett, would be here too if it was not for Regine's mistake to make this pitch with me. But alas, because of Regine's incompetence, he cannot be here to join us and make this pitch with me. Therefore, I should do it myself. It will be a difficult endeavour, but I shall try my best. I miss you, Bretty. Anyway, so in the other Clubs and Clans forum, i.e. one of the best forums, we have the Overwatch Task Force. About 2 months ago, Brett and I took it over from Alex, who was basically leading into a dead end. And so we took it over, and since then we have tried to grow the club and doing more events for Overwatch, mostly on PC, but we also do have console players, so if you play the game in any capacity, please come along and join us. We do host regular playdates on PC, and we usually have about between 8 and 9 people from the club playing all night on a Friday/Saturday morning if you're in Asia.
Yay.
And yeah, it's always been a great time so far. We have lots of fun, and if you play the game, please come and check us out.
I love playing Overwatch with our club because it's a lot of just Jim and Mark going at it. It's great.
It's also a lot of Curry editing stuff to make us look bad.
It is editing those videos is one of my highlights of the week. So I'm gonna shameless plug and say if you go to the task force thread, there's videos of our playdates that you can see, and I edit them to make Mark and Jim and myself look like bad people.
That must be really fun. The thing is, I would have gotten Overwatch, but I don't know if the money I put into it is gonna end up is going to correlate with how much I'll end up playing with it.
Yeah, worth the $40 of how much playtime you get.
Because I'm too busy and quote-unquote busy these days.
Yeah. For me personally, it's more so that if it's, I don't know, I see my boyfriend and my roommate play it, they both have Overwatch. They bought the one for the PS4 and they split it, so well, it would have cost $60. They only each spent $30 or something, which was very nice. It looks fun, I just don't know if I'll enjoy myself because it's kind of like a similar situation with why I don't really enjoy playing Mafia as much or League as much because I'm just not really a competitive person. So once things start getting very pressured, I just become angry and it's not fun for anybody involved. So it's something I want to try someday, but I don't know if I'll end up liking it. So that's why I'm probably not really interested in playing it. Because if it's based on like my experience with like, playing League or playing Mafia, it's probably not going to end so well for me.
Aww.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you come play with us, you can just get carried by Gavin while he 1v6s the other team and wins with like 500 ping.
Or when he nano boosts me as Mercy.
That was
Gavin?
intended.
Can you confirm?
Of course it
It
was.
was intended.
Oh dear.
It was at that moment I realised Gavin was human just like the rest of us, and not actually an Asian super big gamer.
Shh.
We have a lot of fun in that club. So if you
It's the most
are
fun
thinking
club.
about if you're thinking about getting Overwatch, you should get it and come play with us because we do have a.
There's gonna be an even more fun club coming up, and that is the Lonely Hearts Club. Yee!
Yep.
So Gavin, do you want to explain like how it originated, like as an idea?
I'm not actually sure how it originated. Basically, it's just a club for those who are single on the forums and those who want relationship advice, I think.
Yep.
Maybe Regine can explain it better.
Yeah, so basically, like, I think I saw some conversation about it in the Southern Island a few months ago, and Gavin kickstarted the discussion by saying, like, it's been a year since I've been single, and someone was just like, come join the Lonely Hearts Club. And it just became a thing.
Perfect for Gavin then, I assume.
Yeah. So, random question. Am I banned from this club?
Yes.
No.
Nope.
Oh, god damn it. Gosh darn it.
No, you are not banned from this club. Even people who, like, are not single can join because they can give the advice. It's sort of like the official Help with Girls and Guys thread, but better and less...
Less of a mess, I hope.
Yes.
And hopefully
I'm
not a lot
there.
of drama.
Yeah, that thread was a complete travesty, so I better not turn up like that again.
Yeah, I'm there. I don't think people will want to make it a mess under my watch.
Okay.
Or they get literal banned.
Yes. So yeah,
when you get-
it's
so-
a lot of fun, and it's going to be released right on the best day in the world for singles.
Valentine's Day.
Yep. You guys know you're lonely, so join. Anyway, I guess it's time for the guest questions now. Curry, would you like to start?
Sure. So, the other day, I had this happen to me again, but that's not the one I wanted to bring up. So, what is the biggest thing you guys ever had spoiled for you? Like, it could be like a game or a movie or a book or whatever, because I wanted to see if there were any good stories based on what got spoiled for you. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
Pick a victim.
We'll start with Mark.
Of course, why wouldn't it be me? Biggest thing, I tend to spoil myself, honestly. I don't really care about spoilers, so usually if I'm like looking up stuff about games or movies, I would just go search it myself and then click on a thread that says spoilers and then spoil myself and be like, damn it, why did I do that? And then, yeah, that's the end result. The thing that comes to mind, honestly, is when I was playing through the recent Phoenix Wright game, and then Nick spoiled several things from that for me, unintentionally. And that makes, because it's quite a story-focused game, it's actually one of the games I don't spoil for myself, it actually really upset me because I was like, damn it. Like, it ruins, if you already know the plot twist and playing Ace Attorney series, there's no point in playing the games, because it's basically just a visual novel. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest thing that ever got spoiled for me is the latest AA game. And I got really sad.
Rip.
Okay, we'll go with Katie next.
Alright. Well, I tend to spoil myself more than having other people spoil things for me. So, a huge thing that tends to happen is usually with every Pokemon game, like, especially with, like, Sun and Moon and, like, the last few, like, whenever any kind of, like, data mines things happen, I can't help but look in what they, like, dug up. So like the most recent thing is like Sun and Moon and me looking up like me figuring out like all of the Pokemon that are in the decks, some important plot points that and all that. I just spoil myself more than having other people spoil me. And that's especially evident with me like looking at like Pokemon games and stuff like that. So I don't really care too much about being spoiled because I'd ruin it for myself. So yeah.
Go with Regine next.
Alright, so, yeah, like Mark and Katie, I always spoil myself, and I usually don't feel too bummed about it, except for some reason, for Sun and Moon, like, I spoiled myself on some of the story details, like who the champion is, and I don't know, for some reason I was pretty bummed that I spoiled myself on that.
Who's the champion?
I'm
I
not
still don't know.
telling.
Nah, you can
Why?
tell.
No.
You can tell. Ruin it for everybody.
No.
Ruin it. Yeah, do it.
I'm not gonna ruin people's lives.
I'm disappointed in you, Regine.
She's too good person to fall for your traps, Gavin. You evil,
Yeah.
evil man.
Alright, Gavin, let's hear it.
Let's see. I don't know actually. I don't mind being spoiled, but for the endings of anything, probably Game of Thrones. But I read the books anyway, so nothing's really spoiled except for season 7 where they move past the books. So maybe my enjoyment of the books will go down, but I'm not really sure. I don't mind being spoiled stuff.
Gotcha. So, like you guys, for the most part, I don't mind it, but there's like certain series that I care about. One of the biggest ones is Star Wars, and like that's probably the biggest one. So when episode 7 came out, my roommate in college, he was super pissed when he came home from class, and he was like, "So my brother just texted me and ruined episode 7 for me." I was like, "Oh, that sucks." And he said, "Yeah, he told me Han Solo dies." I was like, "Well, thank you,"
Rip.
because I hadn't seen it either. I was like, "Oh, well, all right then." So his brother spoiled it for him, so he just immediately spoiled it for me too, and I was like super sad. But yeah, like you guys, for the most part, I don't really care. But Star Wars and I guess Pokemon too, since I don't really look at the spoilers for that. I don't like spoilers, but for the most part, I'm the same way as you guys.
Yay. Alright, so looks
My
like
question?
it's time for Gavin's question. What do you have for us?
Right. What's the most disgusting thing you have eaten, intentionally or by accident? Let's start with curry.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of steak, but one time they brought me out a steak. I get my steak medium well, so take that as you will. But they brought me out the steak, and I was like, all right, time to eat the steak. And it was like super raw, like it was just like it looked brown, and then it was just raw underneath it. Like it didn't even feel like it was cooked. It was like cold too.
Ew.
So I took a bite of it. Yeah, I took a bite of it, and I was like, well, all right then. So that was probably mine. Is like the worst thing is when you're going to eat something or like drink something. Like for me, like going to drink when I'm about to drink what I think is milk, and then it's like orange juice. I just think orange juice is like the most disgusting thing in the world, even though I like it.
Ah,
So yeah, that's probably mine.
Mark, you called your name.
Of course, yes, right. But I answered this question meh, that's the thing, so I'm just like, meh. So the most gross thing I've ever eaten, or almost eaten in this case, because I'm actually eating anything too gross, was a sandwich that had mold growing on it.
Ew.
I didn't know it had mold growing until it almost started. Yeah. So I got sent to basically like one of those sort of like lunch, like school camp things, like for a day when mum used to go to work and I had no one to take care of me. So it's like basically childcare. They made you do like activities and stuff. And so my packed lunch was a sandwich and like the general packed lunchy stuff. And when it came to eat, I sort of got out the sandwich and I saw there was green stuff on it, and I was like, that's really suspicious. I didn't understand it was mold. And I started kind of just jumping around, like being like, what is that? What is that? Is that? And one of the monitors came over and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, what is this on my sandwich? And they were like, oh dear. So I just took it away. And yeah, that was that. I was saved narrowly from eating a disgusting moldy sandwich. That's my story.
How about Katie?
Me? Well, probably the most grossest thing I have ever eaten. I guess I could take this into two different stories, because this first story is kind of like scarring for me in a way that's not really gross, but I just didn't know what it was. The first thing was me going to this Bass Pro Shop, basically a shop that had like a lot of hunting and fishing equipment, and I ordered something called a buffalo burger. I was like 10 years old. No, I was like 12, yeah. And I thought it was just like a spicy burger, like with buffalo wings, but then it turned out I was eating bison, and me just thinking it was like, I just ended up crying and like being in the verge of tears, because I was thinking Kansas and buffalo being like, oh my goodness, I'm like eating an endangered species or something. So I just ended up like a breakdown at the Bass Pro Shop, which that wasn't really that great. And another story of probably the most grossest thing I ever ate would probably just be, we have a wildlife center, and they just had like, like bugs inside of those little, you could eat candy bugs there, and I just had bugs, like candy that had bugs in it.
Ew.
Yeah.
They had those for sale, so yeah.
I know, like, in Beijing, they sell cooked scorpions.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Like, my brother took a picture of one of them when he was in China. He didn't eat it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I would never eat that.
They actually have quite a lot of insects for sales to eat. I'm not sure why.
Anyway,
So-
I guess I'm next. So, I have a few gross things in mind. One, moldy French bread. Like, I think I took a few bites on it, and then I saw the mold, and I was just like, okay, bye. Hopefully I don't die. And I'm still around now, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
The next is, I don't know. I remember, like, my elementary school's pierogies being really bad. Like, they smelled terrible and they tasted terrible. Like, I described the smell as cooked rotten fish.
What?
I don't know. But I didn't like it at all, and I couldn't finish that meal because,
Yeah.
ew, frozen school food.
Right. So
School food is never good.
Well, some places are better than others. Like, even though it's not going to be that great because, like, mass producing for a bunch of people usually means a sacrifice in quality, but that one was especially bad.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you, Gavin.
right. Mine is probably okay. I was eating noodles, soup noodles, and when I finished the bowl, there was a grasshopper at the bottom.
Ew.
What?
So I finished everything except for the grasshopper. Yeah, so that was my best meal of my life.
I'm sure it was, Gavin. That's
What?
delightful.
At least you avoided the grasshopper.
Yeah, at least I avoided that after finishing everything else.
Yep. Anyway, looks like it's our favorite time.
It's quiz time! So, who would like to volunteer to go first?
Can I just
Gavin.
ask a question?
No, it's Curry. You're going first, Curry. I've decided.
I saw that coming. Can't wait! I can't wait to get 0 questions right.
Oh, get 3 questions right. You'll be a complete disaster and make fun of you. But just no pressure.
So
So,
does that
alright.
mean that Michelle is a complete disaster?
of course she is.
Put
0
me in,
questions.
coach.
Poor Michelle.
Oh my
At least you won't be
gosh!
alone, Curry, if
What
you get
did
0
she
right.
ever do to you?
You got all the questions from
How
Regina.
how could you badmouth your mod like that,
I badmouth all my mods, apart from... Is it
Alex?
Alex.
No, I badmouth Alex. Always threaten to fire him.
Rin?
No, I don't. It's right. She's an admin. She doesn't really count.
Yeah, she's not a mod.
I didn't badmouth her when she was a mod. Does that count?
That counts. That
I
counts.
guess.
We'll take it. So, rules of the quiz. You have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as you can in the time provided. All answers, you can either choose to answer the question or you can choose to pass. If time runs out when we're on a question, you get to answer that question. And yeah, try and get as many as you can right. Any questions on my questions? Harry? Did you hear all that?
Yeah.
Good. Yes, I said any questions.
Oh, no.
No, good. Okay.
Put me in, coach.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. What number Pokemon is Dragonite in the National Pokedex?
Like 146 or 147?
False. Savolt Canyon is a location on which of the Sebi Islands in Fire Red and Leaf Green?
Pass.
In Generation 3, what is the name of the island that Ho-Oh and Lugia can be found on?
Pass.
How many new fossil Pokemon were introduced in Generation 2?
What's the question? I didn't hear you.
How many new fossil Pokemon were introduced in Generation 2?
0.
Correct.
Hey!
In Gold and Silver, which of Red's Pokemon was replaced by Lapras in the remakes?
Pass.
Which Pokemon can breed only with Ditto, but give birth to Pokemon that cannot ever evolve into the original Pokemon?
Pass.
In which Generation 1 Pokemon was the first to have its trademark applied for?
Say again?
Which Generation 1 Pokemon was the first to have a trademark applied for it?
I have no idea. Pass.
And that's all.
You scored one question, Curry. That is better than
I got
expected,
one.
at least.
I got one.
You can be happy, not with Michelle in the sad corner. But you're still a complete failure in my eyes.
Wow, thank you, Mark.
You're welcome. Just being
You
honest.
did worse than
You're a failure.
Alex.
You're a failure in my eyes. You play Symmetra as your main.
So, I enjoy making people's lives miserable, Symmetra, okay? That's what I'm going to say on that matter.
Alright.
So, Gavin, your turn.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Nope.
Well, too bad. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is the only non-normal type move that can be taught to any Pokemon that can use TMs?
I have no idea. Pass.
Which Pokemon was the first to ever be created?
Rhyhorn?
Oh, no. False. Which town is the hometown of Cynthia and Sinnoh?
Pass.
How many times is Karina fought in the main story of X and Y?
Pass.
In Generation 1, which move cut your critical hit rate by 75% due to a glitch?
Oh, can you repeat that?
In Generation 1, which move cut your critical hit rate by 75% due to a glitch?
I have no idea. Pass.
Which town in Diamond and Pearl is the only one to have no television sets?
Pass.
Who is a Frontier Brain in Generation 4 and an Elite 4 member in Generation 5?
I don't know. I don't play them. Pass.
In Generation 5, what item do you get if you reach the end of the Abyssal Ruins?
I have never seen Generation 5. Pass.
Oh my god.
And that's time.
The
Well
TV
done,
set
you're-
one. The TV set one is bullshit.
I don't
Sorry.
care, it's on my list. It's on my list.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
BS.
It's a completely legitimate question. It's trivia. Well, Gavin, you scored 0. Congratulations, you're with Michelle in the bottom corner. You're a
Yes.
complete failure, and I do not respect you ever again.
Oh,
So,
Get one
so I looked it up. Mark, which Pokemon you said? You said Dragonair, right?
Dragonite.
Oh, Dragonite. Oh, I was 2 off.
Too bad, Curry, too bad. So, that's all we have time for today. Thank you all for coming,
Oh,
Yep.
thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
and we'll see you all next time.
Mm-hmm.
bye-bye.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Leave love for everyone but Mark in the comments.
Send me love disgrams.
Dirty
No,
Symmetra.
don't
Valuable
send him.
stuff.
Dirty
Okay,
Symmetra.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.